Dun 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 dun. Let the boys be boys. So I just woke up. My wife has gone to work. My son, he's still asleep. So I have a few moments of time to myself here. No, but there's this really bad joke that I heard a long time ago, and it popped back into my head, so I want to share it with you. Okay, so it's really bad. As a joke, it's bad, but as an idea to think about, I think it's really good. So, what do you call a person that knows three languages? Trilingual. What do you call a person who knows two languages? Bilingual. What do you call a person who knows one language? An American. And that's not to say that every American only knows one language. That's simply stating that every person I've ever met that only knew one language was an American. So, this gentleman that said the joke, he was an amazing man, and I don't know why I thought about that, but well, actually, I think I do. I thought about it a little bit more, and I realized that learning another language to me is almost like a religious experience. It's one of those things where it's like, if you don't look at it in the eyes of like good or bad, you just look at it as like an option. I think when you start to look at it like options, you see like, is it good to have one option? Yes, but is it better to have two? Absolutely. Three probably is even better. You know what I mean? But all I'm saying is, I've been trying to think in Spanish, and it really it's different. It's kind of like, I don't know. It feels like it's opening doors in my mind, because it's like some ideas can't be directly translated, and I think the only way to understand them is to learn the language. I think that's the only true way of understanding what someone is trying to say. And I think I realized that too in my previous profession, because I spoke to a lot of people the majority of people actually I spoke to, who were transient vagrant, people that lived on the streets. And I realized they have their own type of language as well. And it's easy to kind of dismiss it as babble, but I realized after working with people like that for 10 years, it's really just me as someone in a position of power looking at someone else who is in the opposite end of the spectrum, and not wanting to give them a voice, I guess, in my mind. But I think having done what I did for so long, for me it was a long time. I know it in the grand spectrum of people who do that type of work for a lifetime, that is remarkable to me. But I was able to learn that I was wrong. I've been wrong about a lot of things, and one of them is that I underestimated people. I underestimated people, and I realized that the longer I was exposed to certain people, the more I realized I was like them. I don't know. I wanted to be understood. Not conform to what other people wanted me to be, but to actually be represented as a human being. So I'm just going all over the place here, dog. No, but I thought it was an interesting joke, and it's not. It isn't about like saying, oh, someone's better because they know 25,000 million languages. But I think to know two or even three, and what I realized too, it is languages. It's not even just like represented by nations, because I noticed, like, my wife, she's an educator, and they have their own language. I'm not an educator. I'd like to believe that one day I might become an educator, but I realized that my place was in training, and I think training people is a little bit different, because it's like you're exposed to something, or you do something. You're doing something on a daily basis, and you're trying to train people to do the same thing that you're doing. So I think training and educating they seem kind of the same, but they're not. Or maybe that's what I've just been led to believe, because I think I did an effective job training people, but when I see my wife and all her coworkers or all her subordinates, I'm like, I don't know if I could do what you do. Well, I know I don't know if I could do it simply because it's like indoors, and I can't be indoors. I gotta be outside. That's just who I am. So I'm gonna stop now, because now I'm just getting all over the place, dog. All right, I love you. What I realized too is that some people believe that if you tell people you love them, that it becomes meaningless or worthless over time. But I don't think you can be told that you're loved too many times. I don't think that's possible. So I love you. Have a good day.